This is a Labubu, a $25 toy that somehow became the hottest fashion accessory of 2025.
Labubu.
Labubu.
Labubu dolls.
Fans are rioting to get one. Resellers are flipping them for thousands, and celebrities from Lisa to Rihanna to Dua Lipa are showing them off. This ugly little gremlin didn't just go viral. It turned Pop Mart, once a little-known Chinese toy company, into a $40 billion giant that's now worth more than Hasbro and Mattel combined. But this didn't happen by chance.
Labubu's rise followed a 4-part viral cycle that we're all susceptible to.
And it all starts with the box. Pop Mart used a clever way to package Labubu, and this is what became the engine of their viral marketing machine because it was driven by one of the most powerful psychological triggers in marketing, scarcity. But what they did wasn't a new trick. Pokemon cards and LOL surprise dolls had already used the same formula to build billion-dollar empires. You see, Labubu came in blind boxes. You never knew which figure you'd get. Most would be a common Labubu, but every series hid a secret figure that was rarer and far more valuable. People were buying box after box, hoping to get a secret to complete their set.
The secret! Oh my gosh!
And in the age of social media, every pull became content, further spreading the popularity of Labubu. Fans filmed unboxings, flexed rare shelves, and bragged about hitting the secret.
Who do we have?
By the time Pop Mart went public, Labubu was its best seller. It was so popular that they launched tons of new stores across Asia, setting the stage for global expansion. But an addictive product can only take you so far. What really sent Labubu global wasn't inside the box. It was on Instagram, which leads us to part 2, the spark. By early 2024, Labubu was selling well. The blind box craze was spreading outside China as influencers were starting to treat the toy like an accessory. Then in April, a single Instagram post changed everything. Lisa from Blackpink, one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, casually posted a photo with a Labubu charm hanging off her bag. Within hours, Google searches from her home country exploded. Hundreds of thousands of fans flooded Pop Mart's website to buy the same accessory their idol carried. This ripple effect is what marketers call a social proof cascade, which is when the actions of a few high-status people make something look desirable and everyone else follows. Suddenly, owning a Labubu was becoming your ticket into being a part of the in-crowd. Lisa was the spark that set Labubu on fire across Asia, but Europe and America were still relatively unreached. So Pop Mart made a risky bet and turned buying Labubu into something bigger than a purchase. They turned it into an experience.
Just outside the Pop Mart store on Michigan Avenue, this is what was happening this morning. They were all trying to get their hands on the latest edition of Labubu. 200 of them went on sale at 10 a.m. They were sold out in seconds. They cost $22. It is a collectible toy that has sparked buying frenzies all over the world.
After Lisa's post, Pop Mart had global attention. But instead of just riding the online wave, they did something smarter. They turned Labubu into an event. In July 2024, they launched pop-ups around the world. They even partnered with the tourism authority in Thailand to run a 4-day takeover in Bangkok featuring a life-size Labubu mascot. Less than a month later, they opened a flagship store inside Paris's Louvre Mall, and to mark the launch, Pop Mart dropped exclusive Labubu figures, instantly tying the brand to high fashion and the arts. Fans lined up for hours to get a first-day drop, and these events were happening globally. FOMO was at an all-time high. By February 2025, A-list celebrities like Rihanna, Dua Lipa, and Lizzo were spotted with Labubus, and it was even featured at Paris Fashion Week. It wasn't so much about buying and unboxing a toy anymore. It was about actually being there to show off your Labubu to the world. The hype loop was complete. Online attention fueled offline experiences, and those experiences fed right back into online content. Pop Mart engineered a system where every fan became a part of the marketing machine without even knowing it, and for a while, Labubu looked unstoppable. Pop Mart's app hit #1 in the US App Store. A human-sized statue sold for $170,000 at auction.
And Labubu is even the top answer when searching AI platforms like ChatGPT for most viral item of 2025.
But if the last decade of pop culture has taught us anything, it's this. Hype never lasts forever. And that brings us to the present day. Labubu has gone mainstream, and when something that once felt rare and exclusive hits the mass market, the virality fades. This is the last stage in the viral marketing cycle, when the very principles that fueled its rise begin to work against it. Scarcity disappears as Pop Mart scaled up production and tons of identical replicas hit every third-party market. Celebrities moved on to the next fashion symbol, and once everyone could get one, FOMO disappeared. Even impressions in Google's AI overviews are going down as interest for Labubu is in free fall mode with no sign of a comeback.
Anything which is a trend, the trend will, go out eventually.
In September, the company's share price slumped after a downbeat assessment. It wiped out almost a quarter of the company's value, raising questions among investors.
This is how viral marketing goes. Labubu's rise shows how scarcity, social proof, and FOMO can create a billion-dollar brand almost overnight. But its inevitable slowdown is a reminder that hype lives on borrowed time. It's something you should embrace, but not rely on. The companies that survive and thrive aren't the ones who ride one viral wave. They're the ones who continue building their brand and products for their audience. So will Pop Mart continue to rise? Or is this the end?